The Holy Land is sacred to Christians, Jews, and Mohammedans. It is the land of the Bible, whose history reaches back thousands of years, and today includes the state of Israel. Israel's largest city is Tel Aviv. This seaport on the Mediterranean was established in 1909, and today serves as Israel's lifeline to the world beyond. New hotels and buildings line her streets. The city appears modern to the last detail. The interesting mixture of tongues reminds one of the biblical story of the Tower of Babel, because many languages are spoken here, including French, Polish, and even Scandinavian. Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, covers 17 square miles. Jerusalem means City of Peace. The old section of Jerusalem in Jordan covers only 210 acres, less than 1/2 square mile. Since biblical days, the synagogue has served as a symbol of faith and a binding force for the Jewish people. Here, the rabbi, an ordained teacher, interprets the Old Testament and the commandments, which have remained unchanged throughout the centuries. The synagogue also plays an important role in education. In this synagogue kindergarten class, the children receive both religious and general schooling. Further down the street, other children are playing at a Franciscan sisters' school for Israeli Catholics. This is one of 3 such schools in the country. One of the buildings of the Hebrew University once housed a Catholic high school. In fact, the building is still shared with Catholic monks. The Holy Land is also sacred to 350 million Muslims throughout the world. They comprise 1/10 of Israel's population, and since there is complete religious freedom, these Muslims are able to attend their mosque services and maintain their traditional ways and customs. The Muslims invaded Jerusalem in the 7th century. The population became Arab in language and largely Muslim in religion. With the building of religious shrines, the city became as holy to Muslim as to Christian and Jew. Mohammed was both prophet and teacher and borrowed many of his teachings from the Judeo-Christian traditions and incorporated them into the Koran, the Muslim Bible. The old city is walled in. Its location made it open to invasion and conquest 36 times throughout history. One of the 8 entrances to the old city is the Gate of St. Stephen's, named for Stephan, the first Christian martyr who was stoned to death here. Nearby is St. Anne's Church, noted for its artwork and translation of the scriptures into 135 languages. It is believed to be the place where Mary, the mother of Jesus, was born. The Dome of the Rock is the most impressive building inside the walls. It was built by the Muslims in the 7th century and stands at the site of Solomon's Temple. It also marks the place where Mohammed is said to have ascended to heaven, and where on Judgment Day, the angel Gabriel will blow his horn. The building has 8 sides. Interwoven in the design are verses from the Koran. On one side of the Dome of the Rock area stands the Wailing Wall, built of stones from the Temple of Solomon. It was here that the Jews came to pray on Fridays and holy days. Via Doloroso, or Ways of Sorrow, is marked by 14 stations, commemorating incidents that took place as Jesus carried the cross to Calvary. Station number 4 marks the place where Mary gave comfort to Jesus. Opposite the last 4 stations is the Christian quarter. One of the most sacred shrines of Christendom is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. It was built over the traditional site at which the body of Jesus was entombed and is used for worship by many Christian groups. Since 1681, the Franciscan Fathers of the Holy Land have cared for the Garden of Gethsemane. It stands on the road leading to the Mount of Olives, and it was here that Judas betrayed Jesus. The olive trees are said to be from the same roots as those that were here over 2,000 years ago. "12 miles from Bethlehem is the Dead Sea. It is believed to cover the ancient biblical cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. The Dead Sea Scrolls were recently found in caves nearby. In all Christianity, no river has been more sacred than the Jordan. It was in this river that the Old Testament prophet Elisha healed Naaman, the Syrian, of his leprosy, and it was here that John baptized Jesus. Today, with the added meaning of the river's biblical background, a priest performs the holy rites of baptism. In Bethlehem, at the place where Christ was born, stands the Church of the Nativity, built by the Roman Emperor Constantine in 326 AD. It is the oldest Christian church in use today. The church is used for services by Armenians, Greek Orthodox, and Roman Catholic groups. Today, the Armenians are celebrating their Christmas, and each one files by the Star of Bethlehem inside, paying homage to the Prince of Peace. Here is an act of faith in the land where the Bible was written, a holy land, forever enriched by a history whose inspiration will live to the end of time.